2025 Amigo. This is what we're looking at right now. We're super stoked with how this bike has turned out. We've been selling the Amigo for about 3 to 4 years now. We've just been listening to bike shops and customer feedback, and we're really proud with how this has turned out now. We're selling these to people who essentially want to replace their car journeys. So people who are driving for 20 or 30 Ks or less and don't really enjoy sitting in traffic, paying for that extra car insurance, paying for the petrol or the diesel. You'll see that the Amigo can carry 2 people. It's also got a weight capacity of about 2 to 210 kilos, which is heaps, including the weight of the bike net. That's about 240 kilos. You can carry a bunch of stuff on the front here. You can carry a bunch of stuff on the back, including a person. And we've now got a storage area here as well with some new foot pegs. Super versatile bike. We've now kind of changed the settings a little bit where you've got an off-road setting so it can kind of charge up steep hills as well. We've also made that battery bigger. So we really have listened to what the customers have said that they want. Don't think we don't listen, we really take on feedback. We've made that battery now 52 volt, 20 amp hour. So that's gonna get you pretty comfortably north of 90K on one charge. We've got a big, beautiful color screen on the front here now. We've also got a horn now. We've got really great Tektro hydraulic disc brakes with an 8-speed gear Shimano system. Also got rid of a lot of the loose cables that were in the design before, so it's much more slick. We like to think with the design. That front light is really bright, along with the rear light as well. The rear light now also has indicators, which we got asked a lot about. You can now show people if you're going left or right. Yeah, these bikes are pretty much just turning into car replacements. They've got indicators. They can carry such a big amount of stuff as well. It makes us super happy to hear from customers that they're now leaving the car at home, or they've even sold the car and they're getting to where they were going before, but just quicker. Because obviously you can go past major roads and go past traffic jams, and then you're also just parking right out the front of wherever you need to go. So that could be parking out the front of Woolworths or Coles, and you're just grabbing your bag, filling it up, and then popping it on the back as well. Or maybe you could even be going to like a really busy social event. Like I know people ride this to the footy and they can just park pretty much outside the stadium, which is awesome. The one thing that really sets this apart compared to the other 2-seaters on the market, which there's a lot of now, are a few different reasons. The adjustable seat. So that goes up and goes down. I know it's a very basic function for a bike to have, but for a 2-seater, we find it essential, really. You've got one really long seat like that. It could fit you potentially if you've got a pretty standard mainstream height of about 5'8" to 5'11". But if you've got a friend who wants to borrow it, say they are 6'3", 6'4", it's going to be pretty uncomfortable for them. Also, if you've got a smaller friend, maybe your auntie wants to borrow it, and they're smaller, say 5'4", they're obviously not going to be able to adjust the seat. They've got that long seat like that. They're also not going to have that step-through feature, which is really handy. So firstly, that adjustable seat is a massive game changer. I'd say the Amigo is probably the most popular 2-seater e-bike on the market that has that adjustable seat option. The other thing that makes the Amigo so special is that torque sensor. So the torque sensor is essentially the most futuristic pedal assist technology that you can get right now in the e-bike world. Most other e-bikes run a cadence sensor. So you'll see people when they ride an e-bike for the first time, if it's got a cadence sensor, they kind of pop back. But with the Amigo, you'll feel the torque sensor system, which is as soon as you put a little bit of weight on the pedals, the bike's going to gradually kick in. And then if you're going up a steep hill and you want to put in quite a bit of power, the more power you put into the pedal, the more the motor's going to kick in. So that torque sensor is a really important feature, especially if you're someone who doesn't want to just kick around using the throttle the entire time. We have found, especially in Sydney, police are starting to get a bit more strict with the throttle laws, which is if you go above your throttle speed limit of 6 Ks an hour then you're essentially riding the bike illegally. So that torque sensor and that adjustable seat makes it much more comfortable to actually ride it like a bike. That's the feedback. Usually when people do try this bike and compare it to the other two-seaters, they find this much more comfortable. So we do recommend trialing it as well. Definitely try out the other two-seaters as well. The other extras that we have added to this is this glove box right here. So you've now got another little storage spot right here. A lot of the time people are whacking their locks in the back there. It's a good spot for your lock. And we've got these brand new, really long pegs. Feedback on that is that it's way more comfy to be on the back of one of these bikes with those big pegs. We've also now incorporated a horn just to make it nice and safe. It's gonna stop people from turning into you when you give them a bit of a beep. And the bike is just really comfortable. We're really happy with how it's turned out. The Amigo has been nicknamed from a bike store in Melbourne as the friend with benefits. And it really is a friend with benefits. Bit of a cheeky name, but it really has all those extras that you need. That ability to carry stuff on the front, now in that glove box, also on the back. It's just a perfect car replacement. We love seeing how much stuff people can carry on it. Seen people, fishermen, carry all their rods, their spear guns with it. Obviously we see lots of people carry all their shopping. You get your kids on the back, drop them to school. We've actually added one more feature to it as well, which I'm really excited to show you. You might have noticed this big bar right here. So that bar is for this very special Vamos pannier that we've designed especially for the Amigo. So it sits right there. It can just sit over the peg there as well, but it can also sit where the peg is if you want to take the peg off. That bag is waterproof. Could really carry your laptop. I'd say it's about 35, 40 liters. Say you want to go shopping, literally just yank it like that. It comes off. You got a strap. Vamos is entering the fashion world. Look at that. Super waterproof. It's got a pocket in there. In there we've also got some other pockets just to make whatever you're holding really safe inside. Once you're done with that, you can just wrap it back up and you can pop it back on. Yeah, so you can pretty much carry anything you want in that bag. It's waterproof. You carry your laptop, you carry many valuables in there. It's got a few layers of waterproofing as well. You can get two of those if you want. Just thinking with a basket on the back there and two panniers and a basket on the front, you're carrying so much gear. I'd say you're starting to contend with the car, like a small little Yaris with how much stuff you can carry. With a big basket on the front, basket on the back, the two panniers, and you can also obviously park wherever you want, right out the front. So this Amigo does come in 3 colors. We've got it in the blue, we've got it in the dark purple, and we've got it in a bright red as well. We're really happy with how the Amigo has come out. We've sold quite a few since they've landed, which was only recently. The feedback on it has been great. Not really sure what else we're going to add to it for the 2026 model. It's just a really versatile, fun cargo bike that really can just meet anyone's expectations. We sell it to such a large range of people because that bike is just so versatile. It can really accommodate to anyone who is essentially 4'11" to about 6'8". We've got them in the different colors and it can really just do whatever job you need it to. We've also got the board holders, which you can put right here, which can carry a really big board as well. Because say you're riding like a 9.6 or a 9.8, you're still gonna be able to carry the board really comfortably just across there. The Amigo 2025, we're really, really proud of it. We're sure you're gonna love it. Just recently, I saw someone charge up a steep hill in the purple model. They had their longboard, I'd say it was about a 9.3, 9.4. They had a case of beer on the front and they had their mate on the back. So they're beating traffic, they're charging up hills, they're carrying what they want to carry, and they've got their mate on the back. That's what makes us psyched at Vamos. We're selling them to about 50 bike shops all around the country. We recommend for you to try them out. And if you got any questions, let us know.